Good evening. This is John Burke. Tonight I want to talk about a single issue. What is a digital coin? Now, if we look at traditional definitions that we find on the internet, we are going to find something like the following. Digital currency is any currency, money, or money like asset that is primarily managed, stored, or exchanged on digital computer systems, especially over the internet. I took this from Investopedia, but you can find the same definition on many different sites. It's as if they uh, copied and pasted all over the internet. The problem with the definition is it doesn't say anything. It says digital currency is digital currency. It's a tautology. My quest is to try to identify ontologically what is a digital coin. And I will be speaking about this issue in the context of the Bitcoin network because it's simply easy. I could talk about Ethereum or any other one of the native coins, but I'm going to limit myself to the Bitcoin network. So let's take an example of how is a coin brought into existence. So we know that in the Bitcoin network, a new coin is brought into existence through the process of mining proof of work, where miners attempt to validate a block. A block contains different fields, the number, the nonce, of course, the data field, the previous hash, and so on. And they are generally using a hash algorithm like 250, SHA 256 to try to solve a mathematical problem. And so, what is this mathematical problem? Well, the protocol will set a target hash value and providing a nonce for a particular block. The miner has to use this original nonce and many different iterations of this nonce to reach the target hash value. The target hash value then is a unique identifier for that particular block. And it will also demonstrate that the transactions and all of the other content of the block are valid if they are subsequently approved by the other validators who will check the work of the original miner and add the block to the chain. So far, so good. Then the miner is rewarded with Bitcoin. So now new Bitcoin has come into existence. But what is it? Now, my research has indicated that the new Bitcoin lacks an identification tag. It does not have a serial number. It is not a sequence of arithmetical numbers. So then we have to ask ourselves, what is it? So I think my proposed definition is that it is a unit of electrical data that is stored on the digital ledger and it has value. Now, the value does not come from the process of mining, which one might think would be the underlying source of the value if we go back to, for example, Karl Marx's labor theory of value. The miner has expended an immense amount of computer power and electricity to find the golden nonce, but that is not the source of the value of the coin. Rather, the coin's value simply depends on perceptions and supply and demand and market price as determined in the market between willing sellers and buyers. But this doesn't help us with the identification of the coin. We do have hash values, but these hash values, which are hexadecimal numbers, but they are used for the blocks. They are not transferred onto this new coin. So what is the new coin if not just simply a unit of electronically stored data representing a particular value? So we're left with that. Now, if we go to the Nakamoto definition in his original 2008 paper, he says that a coin is a string of digital signatures. But when a coin first comes into existence, it can't be a string of digital signatures because nothing has happened yet. No operation has been conducted on the coin itself. So therefore, the only address that could conceivably be on the coin is the owner of this new coin, and most likely that owner is the miner. So the miner's address might be on the coin, and the coin itself is simply an unspent transaction output. Now, subsequent to that, if the miner does something, yes, then because Bitcoin is moved or transferred or spent via public-private key infrastructure and digital signatures, we will get a string of digital signatures that will identify the coin. But prior to that process, the coin lacks digital signatures. It just would have the original owner's address, which I believe in my case would be the miner. I may be wrong on this, but my research has revealed that there is no other identifying marks on the original coin, no serial number, no arithmetical sequence, no nothing. So therefore, it would simply be the address of the original owner. Now, this brings me to my next area of interest, which will be stable coins, and in particular, decentralized stable coins like DAI, which is a product of the MakerDAO protocol, which I will speak to in my next video. But just to sum up, in my view, a digital coin is nothing more than a unit of stored electrical data on a distributed ledger technology, and that has a particular monetary value determined by the market. If you have comments, if you have different views, I would like to hear from you. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up if you like it. And I will return with my next video, hopefully within a few days. Thank you very much, and good night.